Hi, I'm Rhonda, and this is Love Grub Galley. Welcome aboard. I've always had a passion for small spaces and crafting good food, and being that it's one of my love languages, I figured this would be a great place to document and share my creations, while I navigate sailing full-time around the world, overcoming the challenges and provisioning along the way. So let's take a journey. Hey guys, I thought I would put together a little video of what I am creating tonight. James and I went to the beach, like the actual beach, ocean beach today, and then did a bit of a provision on the way back, and had to decide what to have for dinner at the supermarket. So I suggested that we pick up some of these little cuties. Brussels sprouts. See if you love them or you hate them. It'd be interesting to know what the thoughts are there on these. There's a lot of love-hate relationship with these guys. But anyway, I'm gonna put together a pasta dish with them. I'm gonna saute them with some garlic and butter and chilli, and then I just have some fettuccine. I'm gonna make like a cheesy sauce, add some spinach, and yeah, go from there. Should be pretty quick. Let's get into it. So I have pre-boiled my water. And I'm just going to cut the Brussels sprouts in half. I used to make this as like more of a vegan dish. Use like nutritional yeast and stuff instead of real cheese, but I feel like we're in this real comfort zone eating stage at the moment. Maybe it's because of the engine or something. Like, I feel like we're just like eating loads of stuff that is comforting for us. So this is that falls into that category. Just to make all my own pasta as well back home, but I don't have a pasta machine anymore, so I'd kind of like to get one. It'd be fun to have one on board. It's like another kind of wholesome thing to do, make pasta. It tastes so much better as well. Loads of garlic because I like it.
Keeps the vampires away.
Yeah, something like that. The vampire bats. So I'm just kind of keeping the garlic a little chunky for this. Cool, so now that the Brussels sprouts are halved, I'm going to just make like a white sauce, cheese sauce. So I've got my pot, and just gonna add some butter. This is really like a filthy version of what I used to make, but fuck, we only live once, right? Real food. So I smack down some butter. James loves Brussels sprouts, so hopefully he'll enjoy this. So I just added some flour. I think I have to get a little bit better at like measuring things. I really just cook to, I don't know, like I just eye things up. a lot. I don't tend to measure. I've just sort of done it for so long that but I kind of get it to like this kind of texture. Not super dry. Let's cook it down a little bit. Add some milk. It's already just starting to thicken up. It's really strange for me to go to the supermarket and not have like any of my familiar brands, you know, that you just go to all the time. You go to your supermarket and you know where things are and you grab the thing. It's I feel like going to the supermarket takes so much longer than what it would normally do at home. I would say I'm probably adding about 3/4 of a cup of cheese. Another thing that I used to add to this this white sauce or this cheese sauce was like a white wine as well. So if you have that handy, you can always throw a bit of that in too. Creates a nice glaze and just a sharper taste. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I'm just going to set that aside and get to these sprouts. So I'm just going to heat some olive oil, kind of a decent amount. I've sometimes done this in the oven as well, so I've roasted them, but I'm just gonna put them in the pan today. Just to gonna only use like a couple of components of the oven at one time, otherwise it just shuts the whole system down. So learning to work with that restriction as well. Just gonna have to organize your cooking times well. Australian made pasta. Looks legit. 2 minutes.
That's all it takes to cook?
Apparently.
How long does your pasta take to cook when you make it?
Like a couple of minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's so quick. Fresh pasta always cooks. I mean, this is fresh pasta, but it's still a little bit dry. Mm-hmm. It's not like you've just made it fresh and thrown it in. This, yeah. How hungry
and that's
are you?
it serves 2, right?
Apparently.
Yeah.
You hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Well, let's hope it tastes good then. Too bad if it doesn't. Hey. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't think I've put anything yet that isn't edible, huh?
Have I ever complained about food?
No. Not yet. But there's a, you know, it's the first time for everything.
How do you cook the Brussels sprouts? With garlic, you said?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna fully cook them. I'm just gonna try and brown them up, crisp them up a little bit with some garlic and chilli. Garlic and chilli.
And olive oil? Or?
Olive oil. Could throw a bit of butter in there too, actually. That'll just, you know, why not?
Hey, you know.
I mean,
I always add 3 times more butter than what's called for.
Exactly. Butter and oil is quite a nice mix. Mr. Blue's heading out, James. Oof. Beautiful. I bet it smells so good too. Like,
what's in that other pot? Your cheese sauce?
this is my water for the pasta. And then the sauce is over here, the cheese sauce. And I'll add like loads of pepper and stuff into that as well. Need to get one of those
Splatter jars?
yeah, I completely forgot about looking for one again. Perhaps I'll write it on my hand next time we go out. Haven't seen like a Briscoe's or some kind of store like that here in Australia.
I don't even know what that is.
Briscoe's is like, it sells like homewares, sheets and you know, pans
like
and
Bed
pots
Bath and Beyond sort of.
kind of, but with more kitchen things. Lots of pots and pans and cooking apparatus. Alright, I'm gonna throw this garlic in. Oh, it looks so yummy. Bit of chilli. Smell the Brussels sprouts.
Smells amazing. When your water's boiling.
Oh, they're such a pretty colour. Look at them. How green and beautiful they look. So pretty. Wow, don't you wish you could have like smell through camera? Sometimes?
Not on all videos. Not on passage films.
The stench. Passage stench. Feral. The feral smell of passage. Yet am I to... I don't know, I feel like we've been pretty feral at times.
Always a good thing to talk about during a cooking show.
It's the reality of it, isn't it? It's real talks. Hashtag real talks. I'm not sure you'd want to go to this kind of extent of cooking either on a passage.
No.
Unless you were becalmed. You could do this if you were becalmed.
I've done all my elaborate cooking becalmed.
But yeah, this is not the sort of meal you'd crack into. Yum, that smells really good. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna add this pasta. Wish me luck.
How's it coming along?
Good. They're cooking up nicely. You want them to cook fairly quickly. You want them to still have a little bit of bite, but not be raw.
Yeah.
And here is the cheese sauce. Salt and pepper is like, I guess, a personal preference, right?
Season to taste, as they say.
Exactly. Exactly that. And we like to taste our food.
You just set a timer for your pasta, or you just play it by ear?
No, I just, there are certain things I will time, for sure. I will always time baking. If I'm baking something, I will always time it.
Well, baking's more of a science than
Exactly.
cooking. Cooking is like soul. Baking is pretty strict.
Well, I mean, you can wing it if you know what you're doing. Like, I don't tend to, I mean, I follow some recipes a little bit, but I don't follow things to the book all the time either. But when it comes to timing, You can kind of guesstimate it when you've done it for a while. You kind of get an idea of what, you know, how long things take. But yeah, I will definitely set a timer when I am baking something, because I don't want, I mean, that's a whole different game. But with this sort of stuff, you can just sort of see and then just cut it, taste it. That's the best way. I mean, it says 2 minutes, but I would say it's probably not overly far off. This is my small space becomes
My whole life, I always thought parsley was just garnish, but you use it cooking.
all the time. Yeah, I'd love to get some parsley to grow in here, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to grow enough in terms of how much I use.
Yeah.
Because I just use it so much. It's like in that and chilli, like, and garlic, like those are like, I don't know, my go-tos. And I have got my sprouts now as well. Found a jar, but I haven't started growing any yet, because I kind of figure that I'll just wait until we're on the move, or I don't have access to shops as much or something, so I'll just sort of hold off doing that, because we do
save that when we're in the wild for a while.
Yeah, like when we're sort of somewhere that we don't have a bunch of stores to just get to, because the greens and stuff are of course the first thing that we run out of. This is literally all I do every time I cook pasta.
Dip it in.
Dip it in. I've got such, yeah, I just dip it into my sauce that I'm making.
And see what it tastes like.
Yeah, hot out. And try not to burn myself in the process, because it's always really hot.
Good? Chef's approval?
Mm-hmm. Pasta back in the pot, and then I'm just gonna mix through this sauce. Just gonna cut up a little bit of spinach and just toss that through as well, just to get a bit more greens. Time to plate up. Bit of parsley. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Don't thank me yet. We'll see.
Looks amazing. I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a minute.
Pasta.
Brussels sprouts are cooked the perfect amount. Like perfect. Nice
Yum.
and cheesy, huh?
You like it?
Yeah, very good. Yum.
Comfort.
Very Moorish.
Well, thank you for watching, and we shall enjoy the rest of our dinner.
Cheers.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to follow along this crazy journey that I'm embarking on. And if you want more frequent content, then jump over to Instagram and follow me there. Thanks again for tuning in.